Did you know that 5 U.S. presidents have been elected without having won the popular vote?
5? Really? I thought democracy was all about majorities, so what's up with that?
That's what we're about to find out.
Welcome to The Point. I'm Mason Cray.
And I'm Chloe Williams. On this episode of The Point, we're going to be talking about the Electoral College.
So, the Electoral College.
Yep. You might just think American citizens vote for president.
And they do, but it's a little bit more complicated than that.
Way back in 1787, the Founding Fathers came up with this idea of the Electoral College. They decided that there would be a group of electors nominated by each state who would cast ballots based on how the people of each state voted.
This was a big deal in that time. The Founding Fathers had different competing ideas on how their young country should vote.
Sounds like the hardest group project ever.
When U.S. citizens go to the polls, they're not directly voting for presidential candidates at all. They're voting to tell electors how the state should use its electoral college votes.
That's right. So, just think of the Electoral College as 538 votes that determine the President of the United States. Whichever candidate gets a majority, 270 votes, becomes president.
538? That's not a lot of people at all, especially in comparison with the entire U.S. population.
No, that's part of what makes the Electoral College so controversial.
But on the other hand, you could say that it strengthens democracy because it allows all states to have a voice in who becomes president, not just the biggest area with the largest population.
True, but some swing states are much more important than others. States like Florida or Ohio get all the attention before the election, but other states like California or Louisiana rarely get visits from candidates during the campaign.
But hey, it does force candidates to care about issues that aren't nationally important, but are important to voters in the state. That's a good thing, right?
On the other hand, some people say the Electoral College is unfair because it takes away the power from the individual voters.
Yeah, like you said, a candidate could win the popular vote but lose the Electoral College vote. Seems a little bit messed up.
And I totally agree. Plus, it was originally created because most of the voters in the 18th century weren't informed on the issues. Information didn't spread as easily as today.
Yeah, now we have the internet and nationally televised debates. It's much easier to become an informed voter.
So, the Electoral College might not be perfect, but we can't just throw it out overnight, even if we don't like it.
Why is that?
Well, it requires an amendment to the Constitution to change it.
Yeah, not so easy. Instead, there are ideas out there on how to improve it.
First, most states currently use the winner-takes-all system, where the candidate who wins the majority of the citizens' votes gets all of that state's Electoral College votes.
Bummer for the people who didn't vote for that candidate.
Yeah, no kidding. But in Maine and Nebraska, they do it differently. They divide up their electors by congressional district, so multiple candidates can win votes within those states. Every state could do that.
That's definitely helpful for states that are more politically diverse. There's also the National Popular Vote Interstate Compact. This is an agreement between states that they'll use all their electoral college votes towards the winner of the National Popular Vote.
So the popular vote gets the ultimate say.
Exactly. I'm happy I live in a democratic nation, even if its processes aren't always perfect. So, should the Electoral College be a thing of the past? Should we adjust it, abandon it, or keep it?
And how does the Electoral College impact presidential elections? How does it affect us as a nation?
Keep reading, keep thinking, be a part of the solution.
And that's the point.
Until next time.
Thank you for watching.